Hey, hello florist and flower lovers. Welcome to another live stream of the Boerma Instituut. I hope you're all doing well. Here we are doing great. It's nice and busy, which it's never a bad thing. So um, I have two arrangements planned for you. One of them is this little structure here. This is a structure I made yesterday during the advanced Dutch floral design. Well, this is a structure I made during the advanced Dutch floral design course yesterday. It's the international class. I see Angelica looking very confused. Is that everything all right over there? Let me know if everything is all right. 1 second, please, because we might have a hiccup. Okay, sorry about that. We thought we maybe weren't live, but just let us know if we're live in the comments then, or in the chat, then, we know that you're watching us and that we're not just talking into nothingness. So of course, meaning if you are there and if you have any questions during the demonstrations, also feel free to ask those questions. And you can ask questions about the demo, about the school, about the classes, or about life in general, whatever you want. I'll try and give advice as best as I can. I'm not a specialist in that stuff, but in any case. The structure I made here, it's a piece of wood, and then I have two branches attached to that, and the branches are attached by way of wiring. So I have these sticks, or actually they are thick 1.8 millimeter stop wire that I wrapped with bind wire from Oasis, and those are drilled into this piece of wood, and then these branches, they are connected like that. So it's very stable and very easy to move around. And I put some tubes in there, so that's always fun to work with tubes. And then I have hidden off camera a couple of materials. So I have this beautiful pink miscanthus. I would think it's painted, but then if I look at the end of the stem, it's not. There's no paint in there, so maybe it's just a natural color like this. But in any case, it follows my design quite nicely, so that's why I'm adding it in there. So the miscanthus, and I try to create a nice rhythm with that. So, for example, let's see, I'll have one that can be over here in one of these tubes. Yes, maybe one will go here. And then I have some wires that can hold the sticks. So I could use some Oasis bind wire as well to hold the stems in place if I need a little bit extra hand over there. Angelica, you have anyone in the chat?
We definitely do. We have Sally Hardy saying hello,
Hi,
everyone from Berkshire, UK.
Hey, thank you for joining us today. Welcome.
And we have Anila Hindocha saying hello from Kenya.
Oh, very cool. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us today. So, that's pretty fun, huh? You never know where people come from. That's a nice surprise. So, I'm adding another of these grasses, and I'm kind of making them stand up in a way that they're parallel. So it's more or less a parallel design, you could say, this one. So now turning it like that makes it stand in a parallel fashion, and try to make a nice rhythm with that. So these two are quite close together, but they're also almost the same height. And then I can have a grass come a little bit more over here. And then I'll have to connect it in a way too, because as you can see, it doesn't stand by itself. So I'll just go like that. And by the way, the arrangement that I'll be making after this will be a Dutch garden style. So I've been making those in the past. It's one of the arrangements that we do during the professional course, but then a little bit different. And I think I have an edited version on our YouTube channel from one of those Dutch gardens. And for some reason people really like that one, so that's why I thought, well, if people like it so much, why shouldn't I do it again? And then a different way to do it, so that it still stays interesting. So you can see here, I'm grouping them a little bit, and some of them are further apart and some of them are closer together. I have this very cool nerine. It's growing in a very crazy, funky way, and that's something I really like about this material. So let's show it off in that way, and that it can go through here, maybe through one of the tubes, and then it will float outwards of the design. So let's see if we can manage that. Sometimes you need to squeeze them in a little bit. Maybe not like this, but maybe coming all the way over there, and then like that. Whoop, there we go. So now it's kind of growing out of the design, and we get some nice elegant movement in there. So, and let's see, maybe another one could come in here, and then they're kind of playing together there. Whoop, like that. So we got some twisting, twisty-turny stuff going on there. And then I'll use some antirinum. So it's mostly a pinkish design, which is a lovely color that blends in with the beige very well. So antirinum over there, and this antirinum has a little curl as well, so that's pretty fun. We can float out of the arrangement there, and then maybe I'll make something go over here as well. Let's see, that might be a little high. But we do want to use the curve, so let's see what I can do. Can I put it over here? I definitely could. So, and then maybe I want this, instead of there, to come a little bit more close to the other one. So we'll make it come back over here. So during the advanced course, we do all sorts of frame making. So we make wedding bouquet frames, and we make frames for table arrangements. So this could be nice in a hotel lobby. You would refresh the flowers and then rent out the frame. So of course, it's otherwise quite expensive because it takes a while to make this. So mostly it costs the wage. The wage of the florist is the most expensive part of this design, not necessarily the materials that go in there, because not a lot of materials are going in there. So as you can see, there's not really any filler greens, so we save a lot in that department, and just a couple of flowers, and the placement of those flowers will then be extra important. So they have to be in a fun rhythm in order to attract the eye and make the eye travel through the whole design. And that is something I think is very fun to do, to create a design with less flowers. So a while back, I think, I don't know, was it, time flies by sometimes, so I think it's already 4 weeks ago or a little bit less. In that time, Mark Pampling was here, and I'm a really big fan of his work. And he creates a lot of minimalistic flower arrangements, so not many flowers are going in there, but still it's very interesting to look at. So I think that's an art form by itself. Talking about designers that are coming over from Australia, in about, what time is it now? 3? It's been 3, right? So Bart Hassem, the previous world champion, has landed by now. He'll be teaching a masterclass next week, so that's also something to look forward to. Also coming over all the way from Australia, but actually he's now coming from Italy because he taught a class over there first. And then before that he was at the World Cup to do a demonstration. So that's how it's possible for him to come over here, because otherwise it's such a far distance, you know. So it makes sense for him to do multiple locations. Actually, so here we have a little accident. Tube is letting, the wires are letting go. I think I cut it a little bit too short. So what I'll do is I'll just show you how I bind this tube. Why not? We both learned something. So when I want to, yes, this is easier. My shirt is dark enough. So you can see, I'm gonna twist this around, whoop, like that. Take the wire, where can I see it better? Maybe there. Can you see it a little bit? Yeah, right? So I'm making a loop around and then twisting a couple of times. And then you can see there is, can you see it, Angelica? Can you give me some feedback? Is it visible at all? Or
I think it's visible,
yeah.
but maybe a little hard to see because it's just very small.
Yeah, so you can see I'm twisting it like that. Then I'm doing the other one as well here, so that maybe it's easier to see. Twist, twist, and then, no, the green is really the best way to show it. See? Yeah. And then it came all the way from here, so let's see, I'll just put it in there. Twist the tube on there, nice and tight. And then it's in the design. So maybe let it go a little bit downwards so that it's more stable. Then I do have some fun materials left. So I have this Cosmos, very pretty and nice and playful. Oh, and this is a Strantia, by the way, it was hiding in between there. So we have some Cosmos, which we'll let play through, fully fall through this design. So maybe this one will come here, why not? It's quite cute, like so, yep. And one can come through here, like that. So anyone in the chat have any questions thus far? Feel free to ask anything. I'm here for you. Actually, let's do a little bit strange thing with this one. A little bit of a strange thing by having it go through here, like that, and then it's a bit more playful, huh? So, dun, dun, dun. Maybe this one goes here. Yep. And then this one can go inside the structure, like that. And then we have a little cute one hidden behind here, which you can't see, but on the other side it's visible. So we have dianthus. So maybe we want to have a dianthus repeating somewhere. What about having it here? So then it's like together with the other one, whoop, like that. And then that's our first design done. So, yeah, Angelica.
The grasses are behind you on the pedestal.
Ah, yes, oh, thank you. Yeah, I
And
forgot
the
about
plant.
that. Yeah, because now it's very static, actually. You're right, I forgot that I planned that. So I have some grasses here, and I would like to make the grasses come through the design, so it's extra playful. And the grasses, they don't, you know, these are just small parts. They don't really take so much water of the others, so I can put them in the other tubes. A thing that you would like to avoid as much as possible is to have too many flowers in one tube, because some flowers, they need a lot of water, and they'll steal the water of the other flowers and be very greedy, and then they won't last so long. So, of course, some flowers, they don't need so much water, like limonium or something like that, limonium. And then if you do that and add it to something else, it won't be a problem. But if you have a clematis and you put it with the astrantia, they both really like to drink. then maybe better not to put them together. Otherwise you have to put new water into the little tubes every like couple of hours maybe. Maybe it's exaggeration, but it's kind of intense like that. So yeah, make sure that you put the right flowers together. That's basically what I'm saying. So some of the grass is coming forward, some of the grass is going backwards. Angelica.
Anita says, sorry, was a bit late, very romantic.
No worries, thank you very much. I'm appreciating the kind words. So we have a line moving downwards as well. So thank you, Anita, for joining us. Anita will also be helping us out this weekend with Bart Hassem's preparations, right? Yes. So that's going to be fun too. So that's this piece for now, with a lot of extra movement in there. And then I will start to move for the next design. Oh, Angelica.
Yeah, before you do that, a
Yes.
question from Michaela Wilding.
Oh, hey, Michaela.
Hi, everyone. Mike,
Hi.
can you talk about the design a bit? What's the inspiration?
Good question, good question. So the inspiration for this design was, I don't know if you were here from the start, but I made this design for the, I made the frame for the advanced course yesterday. So we had the international advanced course. And it was the first time to work with a structure with tubes. So my concept was, how can we use tubes and introduce it for the first time? So I didn't want to make it too complex. So I thought, all right, we'll just take a simple block of wood and then add the tube somehow. And then for that, we thought about using the thick wire and then covering it with the oasis bind wire. And that's like 2 techniques already. So we have the tube binding and the sticks. And these allow you to have a lot of creative freedom. And then I thought, well, of course we can just have the tubes and the wire, but then it's a little bit boring. So I wanted to add a branch for another natural element in there. And then how to connect that to each other. So we're showing off another technique, which is connecting the big branch to the frame. And then my thought was, all right, so flower placement, what's an easy way to do that? So having your flower placement more or less parallel allows you to think about the golden rule and then think about the placement. How are they together? How are things closer together? How are some things farther apart? And then play with the rhythm in there to have the asymmetrical triangles. So my inspiration was basically how to teach this in class. And I went from there. So that's how I started. So simple techniques, but granting you a lot of creative freedom. That was my concept more or less behind it. Yep. I hope that answers the question a little bit. Maybe it's cheating. But in any case, that's the frame done. So just one more time so that you can see it. Okay, now it goes away. And of course, like every time, afterwards I'll take some pictures of it and I'll make a video and we'll promote that later. Angelica's pushing a table over, so that's why you maybe hear some strange sounds. Very big frog. So I'm moving out of the frame, I apologize. But we got to put this table over here. All right. Yes. How did we put this? More there. More there. All right. Can I go a little bit further back? Yes. So, can everyone see this very well? Yeah. That's perfect. Thank you very much, Angelica. Oh, I'm locking myself in here right now, so maybe we move this a little bit to the side. Okay, we have the next arrangement, and this arrangement is basically going to be a Dutch garden, and the inspiration for this one came from this beautiful branch that we got from Nelly, as all of our beautiful branches, they come from her. She has this gardener friend who always has these branches that have to be cut from the gardens that he works for. And then sometimes he has these beautiful finds and then brings them to Nelly. And then when Nelly is done with them, she'll bring them to us. And this is a very nice grape branch, and it's connected into a circle. Yes, Angelica.
So Michaela says, great thinking and thank you for your explanation.
Very welcome.
Anita says, wow.
About this stuff.
And Floral Envy says, love this big frame already.
It's nice, right? It's actually done. This is it. Yeah. No, you don't need to do a lot when you have a beautiful branch like this. I have just a simple plate of plastic plate underneath that we reuse and use a lot during the classes. And then I have this branch standing on, those rectangular metal plates with a big pin inside. And I connected that to the frame here. So it's very sturdy and easy to move around, or at least it should be. That's the plan. So I'll grab some of the flowers that go with this. So I have to keep moving out of the frame a lot this time. I'm very sorry, but it's because we had so many last moment issues that I wasn't able to grab my flowers properly, which I normally like to do, but that's also why we had a delay earlier. So grabbing all these lovely things. So we have more of that lovely miscanthus that I used before. I have some gladioli. I have some more nice nerines and celosia. So that's all very cool stuff. Beautiful long grasses of panicum that I have here, which I will be using in there. So I want to make a nice big impact design, as we call in Dutch Porumstuk, or maybe that's very Amsterdam. But yeah, that's basically what people call this type of stuff. I have some astrantia as well, lovely astrantia. I have, what do I have? Celosia we already showed, Amaranthus we already showed. I have the cute Dianthus barbatus, some regular Dianthus, some Astilbe. So, yeah, Veronica, Angelica says. So let's make it nice and chaotic. Let's see, the longer Veronica stems are here. And then we have some leftovers from class. So I have some roses, some Lysianthus. Lot of stuff to work with. So, and when I make a Dutch garden, oh no, I behead everything. When I make a Dutch garden, I like to start with my heights. So the base of the Dutch garden style is what we handle during the professional course. And then of course you can go very wild with this style. That's what I like about it. You can go all over the place and become more creative with it. So actually during all of our courses, well, during all of the professional course, let's put it like that, it's kind of like a very clear step by step kind of fashion that we work. And then later, after your diploma and you start the advanced course, that's when we really start to get into creativity, creating your own structures, creating your own designs, and then we just show the techniques. And for those of you living in the US, I have some pretty cool news. Well, maybe you already saw something about it. But next year, April 18th, I will be going to Philadelphia and teach the professional course over there. So if you are living in the US and you are very much interested in becoming a florist and don't know where to study and don't have the funds to travel all the way abroad to the Netherlands, you can come over to Philly and I can teach you there. So the whole 4-week professional course will be there in 2 parts. There will be a part of 2 weeks in April, and there will be a part of 2 weeks in, I believe, October. And actually, technically speaking, it's not in Philly, it's in just across the river. It's actually in Jersey, but it's, easier to say. because it's held in, I believe it's called the Pensaken, Pen Floral. Yeah, Pen Floral. That's the wholesaler location that we are doing this course in. And Bill Schaefer from Schaefer Designs and Christine Kret from Schaefer Designs, they are helping us organize this. They are the host, and they have done an amazing job with making sure that there's nice hotels nearby, that it's easy to get there. So they have helped us a tremendous amount, and we're really collaborating on that program together. So if you are interested in joining that program, just reach out to us. You can comment in the chat, of course, but you can also send an email to info@boerma.nl or mike@boerma.nl. You can reach out to me on Instagram, Mike Boerma Floral Design, or you can reach out to us to the school's Instagram, and we will start to put it online soon. But if you're interested, just let us know, so then we'll keep you up to date. Yeah. So this nice miscanthus color, very cute. Already put down a couple of heights in here. And then we have some, like I said, these are kind of beheaded. So let's take the gladiola who are not beheaded. Yeah, right? Am I mistaken, or is
No,
it
they
beheaded?
are.
Yeah, okay.
And I might say it's maybe a little bit my fault.
Oh, how come?
Well, they break easily.
Okay.
That's one
Okay.
thing. But
Fair
yeah,
enough.
I don't know. They're longer than I thought.
You know, stuff happens. No worries. So, and then let's see, maybe someone has an interesting movement that I can make use of. I think something like that could be pretty cool. Of course, give it a little bit of space so that it's not too much touching the frame. And then I go gradually, step by step, lower and lower. So, put this through here. So again, thank you very much for joining us today. I'm really glad you are joining us and hanging out with us. So again, if you are there and have any questions, yeah, feel free. That's what I'm here for. So I have some narines. This is a nice, interesting movement. So I let it come out of the structure a little bit, and then we get some more playfulness added to the design. So in the beginning, I already covered the base mostly with moss and with leather fern and all that sort of stuff, because it's kind of boring to watch me only fill up with greens. So I prepared that for you. Then let's come out with the antherinum. So then, nice thing about antherinum is you can place it at an angle, and then it will grow in that direction. It will grow upwards, sorry. So, for example, I can put something a little bit like this, crooked, and then later it will have put its face up again. So I think that's very nice thing to keep in mind when you're using these materials, that you can play with them and manipulate them if you plan accordingly. So maybe it shouldn't be exactly in the middle. Is it in the middle? Not really, huh? No, it's okay. It's not bad from this angle. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes, but it should be fine. So. Well, up until now, we've been pretty lucky, with this Friday the 13th stream. Nothing bad has happened, only then maybe I started a little bit later, but no, we're still good.
It's Friday the 13th?
Yeah, dun dun dun.
What? I missed that.
Well, we did slip a little bit on the road this morning. But for the rest, everything is fine, yeah. So I have a bigger group of antherinum over there. So I make a little bit smaller group over here so that we don't have all the same sizes of groups. So actually then that's where I'll stop with the antherinum. And then we have these cute Veronica. So this is a type of design in which you you actually basically group everything. And by grouping, I mean I put in different heights. Oh, hello. You have lost the visibility, but not...
I'm pressing the button.
Okay. What happened? Is the battery maybe dead?
Well, then it says battery dead.
Yeah, so, oh, you probably still hear my voice. But we have a little technical difficulty. So don't worry, I'm still there. Angelica's just replacing the battery and we'll be back soon. And magically, some flowers have been put in there then. Maybe I will have a look myself then. No, so did you put a new battery in there? Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. What happened? Okay, sorry guys. Well, it is Friday the 13th after all, so let's. Oh, it worked? Oh, I ruined it.
Oh, but it's off.
No, it should be on again. Oh, but you moved the camera slightly,
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Okay, so let's see. Well, hello everyone. This is an awkward camera angle, but we're still alive. Nothing bad happened. Okay, there we go. Oh, Angelica will fix the camera angle a little bit. Yeah, it's quite an awkward camera angle. This is what people call a Dutch angle. Eh? So, no, we're gonna fix that Dutch angle. It's a little bit strange. So, and hello, close up of my face. Yep. Always good. Is it straight? Yeah. How do we feel about this gang? Is it all right, or I don't know. Yes, well, it's not meh. It's a little bit strange, isn't it? So, this feels a little bit better. I don't know if it's true, but it feels a little bit better. So, I'm going to continue the group I was making over there. We have the Veronica. And I just want to make it a little bit more of a vocal, a visible thing, because right now, bless you, it's not so much so the case. Then we make a nice group of Dianthus barbatus, and we can make these quite low. So they'll have their own little cute space there, quite low. Might not be visible from every angle, but I prefer to have a design that is mostly all-sided. Yes, Angelica, we have someone.
Well, first of all, we have Lisa Florista
Hey.
saying, hi friends.
Wow, nice, you were able to join. That's so good.
And Michaela Wilding says, the Friday 13th is not over yet. Haha,
No.
just saying.
You're right, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have called it so soon. That was quite stupid. I jinxed it. So, of course, when I put my flowers in there, I always put them as deep as possible in the oasis. And most of the people in the chat, they know, of course, but maybe there's some new people. Flowers need water, so if you don't put them deep enough into the oasis, or into the foam, or in whatever you're using, maybe you're using chicken wire, I don't know. But if they're not deep enough, they cannot drink water. So simply put, they will not last as long. So that's the number one rule, basically, that we like to repeat over and over again until people are really tired of us. So sorry about that. But it is the most important one. So little group of Dianthus, which you cannot see on camera, but it's there. Then I'll make another group over here, so a little bit to the back. And I like to repeat the group from on one side. I'll put it also somewhere else on the other side. Sometimes I'll do a split, so I'll make a triangle. But sometimes I'll just make a bigger group on one part and then a smaller group on the other part. Because then we're nicely balancing, spreading everything out, creating a rhythm with the flowers. Creating a rhythm with the flowers so that it's fun to look through the design. So there we have it. That is some of the Dianthus in there. Then now I will make a group of roses. It will come a little bit here in the design. And my mother just entered the room. I think she just finished the class with advanced course students. They did a cascading bridal bouquet. Maybe she has an example for you to show. Does she have one? Yeah? Oh, that would be nice, actually. I think people would love to see that. So she'll pick it from the other classroom. So right now, if you've never been here, this is our classroom. It's the second classroom. And behind behind this wall, there is the first classroom. So we have 2 big classrooms, and then we used to have a third classroom. But Axel, my brother, he's selling a lot of floristic materials on the web shop. So the third classroom just became a giant warehouse.
Storage.
Yeah, storage. Yeah. Angelica.
Yes, we have Herman Swanepoel in the chat saying hi to all from South Africa.
Oh, hi Herman. Welcome in the chat. Thank you very much for joining us all the way from South Africa. How cool is that? Yeah, so my mom just came back into the room and she has this cascading one. Do you want to show it? Okay, you don't want to be in the frame right now. So
No makeup.
okay, no makeup, she says. So I'll show it. So I made this. No. So she just made this cascading bouquet, and it's actually like an arm piece like this. Can you kind of see it? Yeah, right? So it's like this, and it's made on a wire frame. And if you want to learn how to make it, you can. We teach it during the advanced course. And I think you did a nice job, really lovely with the dividing of the materials. So that's kind of fun, right? Those type of things you can definitely learn. Yeah, everyone made a completely different one. So my mom just showed how to do it, showed the technique, and then everyone can make their own design. That's the difference between the professional course, the level 1, and the level 2, which is the advanced course. Because during the advanced course, you get to make your own designs. Yep. And we teach you how to make designs and the steps you should take through the design scheme to make it work. Yeah. And after the level 1, you are able to make all the types of flower arrangements that you need to be able to make in the flower shop. So basically, you can create funeral work, bridal work, all that sort of stuff. And you are very much able to recreate what another person shows you. So that's very useful if you, for example, want to work for a big wedding florist. You can show that you can replicate work very well, because they will want to have you make their designs and replicate their designs on a big scale. So very useful skill to have, to be able to create what someone else has shown you. Angelica.
We have Tish Cuss saying hi from Letitia,
Oh.
Letitia, Newcastle, Australia.
Oh,
Don't know that
awesome.
place, that's an
Wow.
awesome name.
We have a viewer all the way from Australia, and then Bart Hassem is coming all the way from Australia. Yeah.
And says, I love how you have utilized negative space to enhance the size of design. Thank you. Kisses.
Thank you very much. Yes, yes. It's all about this beautiful branch, right? So it does all the work for me. Very well put. Yeah. And that's kind of cheating sometimes. I feel like, you know, nature makes such beautiful branches. And I like to think that you just add a branch to something and immediately the value of the design has increased. Yeah. Yes, yeah, my mom it's from Nelly and her gardener friend Jan. Yes, but of course, I already said that. I would never use her branch and not talk about her. But yeah, so Angelica, sorry, you have...
Floral Envy says, you jinxed yourself with the Friday the 13th remark.
Yep, that was kind of stupid. Yeah, you know, I don't think those things through.
And we have David Sims in the chat.
Hey, David, good to have you.
Says, hello to the Boerma family from Calgary, Canada. I am very excited about the Philly news.
Thank you very much. Yes, me too. It's so awesome. Yeah, it was really nice to be able to see you again. David was here for the masterclass by Mark Pampling recently. I talked about the live stream he did as well. You can watch that back. It's in the unedited streams playlist. But yeah, Thank you. Yeah, I'm also very, very excited about the Philly news. I really like Philly because it was the first place. Oh, smack that on the table. Sorry, and I do it again. It was the first place that I went to in the U.S. It was on invitation of Bill Schaefer and Chris to come and do a demonstration at the Philly Flower Show because he once saw my mom do a demonstration in New York. So then when he came to our school for Floral Fundamentals, he said, well, you know, why don't you come and do a demonstration in Philly during the Philly Flower Show? So we did. And during that weekend that he came over here to invited us, he also thought, you know what, we'll just invite all the Floral Fundamentals ambassadors that want to come and help out with the Philly Flower Show with their booth. So then we also became part of that team. We met so many lovely people, so I have so many nice memories of Philly, and that's and you know, it's always a pleasure to work with Bill and Chris. I've worked with them for Wilkinson Roads, for a beautiful big wedding in Texas. So yeah, it's I really trust them to make this Philly program work. So that's the story behind it. Yeah, Angelica.
Floral Envy says, looks beautiful, Mike.
Thank you very much. So I'm again using that same trick of going back and forth through the design with the flowers and making them come back all over the place. And maybe what I do think is that this is we have a lot of low flowers there. So I should make a group that's a little bit more impactful as the scale of the whole arrangement has become quite big. So I'll put some, well, that's actually also very short, yeah. You don't really even notice it. There we go. So, and then we put it a little bit like that. And then we have a little group again repeating over here. And then I'll probably put something bigger over there. So here we have a little bit of nastiness, which I put on the ground. And let's see, oh yeah, I have this cool stuff. Always a lot of cool stuff. So this is, it looks like a polygon, but it's not, because that would be illegal, is it? My mom is, what? Oh, we forgot what it was. She says it's Reese's Pieces, but I don't think I hear her correctly. I don't think they're Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces red pipes.
Reese's Pieces red pipes. Could be, who knows?
Very thick red licorice.
Yes. Yes, and red licorice, folks, isn't licorice. Don't let them fool you. It's just gummy. I sometimes have people tell me, yeah, you know, I like licorice, but I don't like the black stuff. And then I'm like, but that is the licorice. You know, that's the actual licorice. Yeah, but I like the pink stuff. Yeah, but the pink stuff, it's not licorice. And then they thought their whole world has become a mess because what they thought was once real is not real. And let's see, so that already helps a little bit. And then let's see, I feel like this, no, it's on this side. This is a little messy. So I make it stand up a little bit stricter. Mm-hmm. Yes?
Het heet Ricinius.
Ah, Ricinius. So that is Latin for Reese's Pieces. There we go. Ah, yes. Earlier I was talking about the astrantia. So we have some astrantia, and then I sometimes look at the screen because I have this lovely screen which helps me show what is where. So if I put something over there, it will have a little bit more impact. And this is, yeah, I feel like that group, in any case, I can do something nice with that. Maybe that will have to be my bigger group because it will have more impact in that way. So, smashing stuff on the table again, I'm sorry. So, Ricinus Picinus. So. Okay, my mother put it in the chat so that you can have a look. So, yeah, I do think we need something. Well, you know what, we can actually, I forgot the most beautiful flowers I have in here. I have these awesome celosia. It's Celosia cristata, huh? Isn't it? Because you also have Celosia plumosa, and that's looking totally different. But it's also cool. So, let's put some impactful materials over there. And since they are a little bit more on the pricey side, I don't put too many of them in there. So, and then I do, of course, make them come back somewhere else in the design. Sorry, guys, we have something.
There's a new thing on YouTube.
A new thing on YouTube.
When you like a comment or something, then the heart moves.
Oh, that's cute. We got some animations.
So we have Daniele De Lilo in the chat.
Oh, hi.
Saying, thanks, Jacqueline, to put the name in the chat.
Yeah.
Always inspiring to watch Mike at work.
Thank you very much. Yeah. I'm happy that you're inspired. So, then I'm just using these dianthus quite low to the base, hiding them a little bit in the back again. Of course, another thing that happened today, well, yes, was of course that we started a little bit later, so I didn't set up the second camera angle. So if anyone watched the Mark Bempling's live stream, I was finally able to do the second camera during the live stream. So next live stream we'll have, I'll make sure that that works again and we can have a live second camera instead of only in the edited version. So yes, and then, I'm leaving the frame, I'm sorry. But I remembered I have lovely amaranthus, because it's amaranthus time. So amaranthus caudatus. The hanging one, I think it's very cute. Maybe we can make it hang out somewhere. Yes, Angelica, oh no, you're not, you're just walking. I thought maybe you're saying something, but it wasn't true. Let's see, how is this? Sneezy. So if I put it here, does it become too much in the middle? This is nice. But there, I will also have to put them towards the outside, that's true. So, yes, now it's hanging a little bit over stuff. And then I want to come out again somewhere else, like that. But maybe not so many leaves, because then the leaves take too much attention. Yep. So I'm removing a little bit more leaves. Will we remove this one? I kind of like that one, actually. Nope, it's going. Making choices. There we go. This one is coming out a little bit like that. Yeah, Angelica.
Sally Hardy says, great demonstration, thank you. And Eve says, so beautiful.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words. It's always nice when you say stuff like that, because then I know you are there and I know you like what we're doing. Because of course, you know, online demonstrations are really all about that we communicate with each other. Then we know that you're there, because otherwise it kind of feels like we're alone. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so I'm hanging them a little bit more this side, but now it's not really showing. So we go a little bit more like that from this angle. Let's see. Yeah, like so. And then that's the amaranthus in there. Yes, Angelica.
Okay, so I'm gonna say the full name that's in the chat here.
You can do it.
Leanne Richard Chance. Let's go Oilers, let's go. Ooh, love it.
Let's go Oilers.
Yeah, what's that?
All right, all right.
What am
But-
I cheering for?
Yeah, let's go Oilers. All right, please, yeah.
Sorry.
What were they saying?
Oh, Leanne also says, first of all, she says, ooh, love it.
Thank you.
Sorry, it sounded like it's part of the chant.
Yeah.
And second comment is feeling that big pad of green.
Yes, thank
Moss,
you very much.
yes,
Yeah,
moss.
the moss, it's making it nice and calm. So I like to change the textures, so we have some little bit wildy texture there, and then this is what brings a lot of calm in the design. So I'll just show a little bit another angle. Yeah. And then, you know, you can see more angles. I don't know where I was going with that, but I just wanted to see, because now that I'm looking at it, when you said it, I feel like it's exactly in the middle. So that's kind of disturbing me. So maybe this could be better, but also this could be better. What do you think over there? You don't care, huh?
No, it's difficult. It's difficult
Yeah.
to see it on camera and in real
And
life.
in real
I
life,
think
yeah,
I
it's
like
such
it
a
more if
difference.
the wood is to the front.
This, oh, you like this more? Yeah, 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 me too. Huh?
Even more to the front.
Even more. Then we kind of do lose the amaranthus, I'm afraid. That's a balancing act.
It's a three-dimensional arrangement, and it looks two-dimensional on the photo.
Ah, yes, yes. That's always the case, huh, with going from 2D to 3D. But yeah, in any case, I'll take some pictures of it from different angles. Oh, yeah, Angelica, I see.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Leanne Richer chants, I'm not going to say the whole thing again, but the Edmonton Oilers are a professional ice hockey team based in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. The Oilers compete in the National Hockey League.
Awesome. All right, nice. Yeah, I've seen some hockey when I was working in Pardubice. It's in Czech Republic, because it's also pretty big there. And I think it's a fun sport. Yeah, and actually Edmonton, coincidentally, Edmonton is where we were staying in England as well.
Yeah.
We had the hotel there. We were there a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, sorry, Angelica.
So yeah, more comments. Lisa Florista says, love it, super cool.
Thank you very much.
Leanne Richer says, pull the empty side towards the back.
Mm.
So maybe flowers in the front would be nicer.
Ooh, yeah, I like that. I like that.
Tish Cuz says, it's Letitia from Newcastle again.
Hi.
Letitia is her name. Sorry. Okay, yeah. If anything positive has come from the COVID era, it has allowed me to be blessed with Boerma Instituut demonstrations
Thank you very
online.
much.
Kisses, so very inspiring.
Thank you so much. That's so kind. Yeah.
Anita says, prachtig,
Thank you very
so
much.
gorgeous. And Lisa Florista says, it's cool with the angles.
Yeah, right. And I think the advice to put this one more back, I enjoy that as well. So thank you for that. Yep. So that's the design basically done. We did 2 designs, and I think we're almost out of time. And Bart Hassem is just coming over, so we're going to receive him. And then next week, we don't have a live stream, unfortunately, but next week he's giving the masterclass. So if you want to follow along, I will be putting some footage during the classes on Instagram. So if you haven't followed us yet on Instagram, it's Boerma Instituut Flower School, I think, something like that. And then I'll put some reels there of the work that the people are making, and I think it's going to be very cool, and a lot of teachable moments will be there. So having said that, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate that you've been here, and if you didn't do so already, please subscribe to our channel. Oh, Irma. Ah, yes, in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes, in 2 weeks it will be Irma Mas again doing the demonstration, and I think she's always fun to watch. She's very energetic and excitable. Okay, I'm getting all sorts of feedback. So the main player of her demonstration will be anthuriums. So maybe if you have issues with how to use anthuriums, then definitely go have a look. She has a lot of practical tips and has a lot of commercial experience and how to present the anthurium in a nice way and how to play with it in a nice way. So I think that will be interesting demonstration to watch as well. So yeah, if you didn't do so yet, please subscribe to our channel. It helps us out a lot. You can share our videos. It also helps us out a lot. Like it, support us on Patreon. All that stuff really helps us being able to do these live streams. So yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, see you next time. All right, bye-bye. I'm going now, bye. Ciao. Oh, yes, okay, bye.